Hi water signs, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your weekend love and general reading. This reading is going to be for Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. If you are interested in learning about astrology, please go and check out my sister's channel, which is entitled Beyond Astro K. Alright, so let's get cracking on with your reading. First and foremostly, let's take a look at what's in store for Pisces from now until the ending of May 2020. Alright, so let's see. The first card you have, Pisces, is the Judgment card. Some of you could be connecting with a Scorpio or a Cancerian, but I feel like with looking at the Judgment card, this speaks to me of some sort of transformation that needs to take place. Some of you may feel like you're going through some sort of crossroads. Okay, I get a sense that there's a specific calling that some of you may feel drawn to take or drawn to listen to. So I'm gauging for some of you that there's a specific calling, a specific realization that you've come to about something that needs to change within your life. Because remember, the Judgment card represents the sign Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about transformation, death and rebirth, right? So some of you are leaving something behind, or some of you may be thinking about leaving something behind. This could be a job, this could be a relationship, this could be an old way of being. There's something that's being stripped is what I'm getting here. We also have the Page of Swords. You know, when I initially saw that card, I thought of there could be someone around you that you may not trust. Okay, now with the Page of Swords, this could speak of many different things, but in reference to the Judgment card, okay, I get a sense that there has been some sort of realization, or you may find out about some sort of realization. This is also for some of you to be mindful of what you say and how quick you react to a situation. Okay, because the Page of Swords is the energy of someone that is very, quick to speak without thinking. Okay, so you could be in the energies of communicating something that you didn't want to necessarily say. You were thinking it, but you didn't want to necessarily say. But whatever you speak, for some of you, it may bring to light something that has been hidden. Something that has been hidden, I feel, for some of you, will be brought to light from now until, the 31st of May, I feel. And I feel for others of you, there could be someone around you that you have to be quite mindful of. It could be an air sign, a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. But there's gonna be some sort of realization about a situation, about a person. Some of you, I feel, may try and shun away from this change that needs to take place, but there's a definite change that needs to take place, specifically within a relationship. It could be with this air sign individual, I feel. It's something that you need to pay attention to with the Judgment card. It's a very powerful card, I feel like, going back to the Judgment card, there's some emotions that are being brought to the surface. Some of you may choose to shun these emotions with the Page of Swords, but your advice is to release. So again, I feel like from now until the ending of May, you'll be called to release something that no longer serves you. And the release card ties in with the Judgment card, because remember, the Judgment card represents the sign Scorpio as well as Cancer, but it is a card of transformation, and something needs to be transformed. And I feel like, some of you will be releasing something that no longer serves you. Some of you may release a partner. Some of you may release, like I said, a way of being. And this release that you will experience, I feel, it will be a long time coming, I feel, for you Pisces, because you may have been holding on to the situation, to this person, to this way of being for a long time. And I feel like some of you are wanting to have that transformation, is what I'm getting. And you may feel to yourself, because we're nearing June, you may want to go into the new month brand new, feeling transformed. Okay, There could be a lot of purging that occurs as well from now until the ending of the month, is what I see. But I get a sense that for some of you, this could be quite painful, but not for all of you, because it's something that you've been thinking of doing for a long time. And it's like, you know what, it's now or never. This could simply even be for some of you changing your diet, all right? Quitting smoking for some of you. But I feel like it's more than that. I feel like it's something that has occurred for a very long time and that has been wearing you down. But you have to be mindful. This card is, to me, is a warning card. It's like, be quite mindful of how you're going to, you know, for instance, if some of you want to end a relationship, be quite mindful of the other person's thoughts and feelings in regards to the situation. But I feel that some of you may even shun yourself from communicating with others during this transformation, because there's definite transformation taking place for some of you, and it will be positive, you know. So moving forward, you may want to, you know, release a person, a certain way of being. And even if some of you have decided not to speak to others during this time of this release, I feel like moving into the month of June, this could be a Gemini that you're connecting with. You may feel like you're ready to communicate. There's something around communication. Okay, some of you have been holding on to a relationship, right? And you may feel to yourself that you can't do this anymore, is what I'm getting. And for some of you, you've been choosing not to communicate with an individual, specifically a Gemini person or someone with Gemini in their chart. And you may feel to yourself that I want to communicate with this person once I feel like I'm ready, once I feel like I'm, you know, free from any sort of bitterness, any sort of resentment, is what I'm getting. But I do get a sense of you shunning someone, and if you do communicate with someone, you may be quite, you know, you may not think before you speak. But this is saying that something definitely will be released from now until the ending, and you've been called to, and for some of you, you've been ignoring it. But I feel like you know that it's time to make that change, and that's what I feel, and that's what I see for you, Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, please take care of yourself, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, Cancer, what is in store for you from now until the ending of May 2020? We have the Two of Cups. Okay, so this to me speaks of love, love, love. You could be reconciling with a partner for some of you. Some of you are in a deep spiritual soulmate connection. And I feel like for some of you, yourself and this person are two worlds apart. There could be some sort of differences. There could be interference within this connection. But I feel like with yourself and this person, you only see each other. You don't see anyone else, despite the interference. So I see for you, Cancer, from now until the 31st of May, that you will be connecting with a partner. Some of you may meet a partner, but I feel more so you know this person already. Could be a Pisces, could be a Cancer like yourself, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus, or could be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus, or could be a Leo. And I feel like yourself and this person connect on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, and there's an energy around you both wanting to give to each other emotionally, give to each other in terms of you know, gifts, and you know, you like to serve one another, is what I'm seeing here. But more so, this to me speaks of giving of emotion, being open with both of your emotions. And it also speaks of getting closer, more intimate with this person, in a sense, through communication, is what I'm getting. So you may find that yourself and your partner, or a love interest that you are interested in, begin to get more closer, you know, through talking, through sharing ideas, through sharing emotions. And I feel like this union is divinely guided, and this person has this knowing also that you are their soulmate. maybe it's an unspoken thing between yourself and this person, but there's the energy of you both wanting to spend a lot of time with each other, both wanting to talk with each other, share your emotions with each other, is what I'm getting. It's very beautiful. But then we have the Queen of Swords. Now this speaks to me of, there could be an ex lingering in the way, maybe for yourself or maybe for your person, is what I'm getting. I also feel with the Queen of Swords that some of you, although you're in this soulmate connection, you will be in the energies of the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords also speaks of a businesswoman. All right, not like the Queen of Pentacles, I know, but some of you could be focusing on your projects, could be focusing on your career, could be thinking about things that you need to cut out of your life to make things more easier, more harmonious for you, is what I'm getting. So on one hand, I see that there is a love connection that is blossoming or has blossomed that will be continuing. And on another hand, it's like you'll be in business mode. Okay, what do I need to focus on? What do I need to get rid of? This is the energy that I'm getting for you. And I've got a Cancer moon. And I know for myself, the Queen of Swords resonates with me because I have a lot of things that I need to sort out, And the Queen of Swords is very focused as well, is what I'm seeing here. So there's something that you're focusing on. There's an idea, there's a project that you'll be focusing on. Maybe you'll be starting it from now, going into the month of June, is what I'm getting. But I see that you'll be very one-track minded. I feel like with the Queen of Swords energy, there's an energy around you and the Queen of Swords in this card of, not allowing anything to deter you from your goals, is what I'm getting. Some of you may be quite detached from any sort of disturbance, any sort of anything that's going to take you off your path, you may feel, is what I'm getting here. So some of you may decide to not speak to much people during this time because you may feel like it will deter you from your goal, is what I'm getting. But I definitely see a focus of study, focus of work, a lot of concentration is what I'm getting here. We also have for your advice card, impatience. So some of you, again, there's the energy around maybe feeling quite impatient, maybe feeling as though you're unable to balance the two, because some of you could be trying to juggle a love life as well as your working life, focusing on your projects and careers and feeling quite impatient, feeling overwhelmed. But this is saying have patience. To me, it's saying for you to have patience, as well as you may find that balance. Before, you may have felt that you couldn't find that balance, but there's something that you may need to work on. For some of you, this also speaks of wanting to communicate with someone, or someone communicating with you. If you've been waiting on communication from a Gemini, a Aquarius, or a Libra, this speaks of communication coming in and a possible reconciliation. Maybe you've been waiting to hear from someone, and this card, although it says impatience, is saying that be patient, because that communication is going to come in. It's blue is the color of communication, throat chakra. Okay, so there is a definite communication coming in for you, which will lead to some sort of reconciliation, especially if you've been waiting on hearing from a air sign or a water sign. As well as have patience with yourself. Focus on one project. Focus on one goal. Try not to juggle too much things at the same time. All will be well. And I see that you'll be ending the weekend, very peacefully, especially with a loved one, is what I'm seeing here. So just be more kind to yourself and don't try and take on too much, Cancer. Okay? So take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace out. So let's move on to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus. What have we got? We've got 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, Scorpio. So this speaks to me of a lack of feeling abundant is what I'm getting. Some of you may be focusing on your finances, focusing on a lack of finances, or focusing on the future of your finances. How can I stabilize myself? How can I stabilize my foundation? How can I take care of my partner is what I'm getting. There's a huge emphasis on you feeling that you may not have enough is what I'm getting. Also with the 9 of Pentacles, some of you may have lost a job is what I'm getting here. And there's the energy of you not feeling comfortable within your surroundings, not feeling happy, you know, because the 9 of Pentacles in the upright speaks of someone that is comfortable within their surroundings, speaks of someone that is taken care of, someone that's established. So some of you may not be feeling established at the moment, you know, in spite of what we're all experiencing. Or you could be fearing the future of your finances. What if I'm not able to go back to my job? Or what if I'm not able to take care of myself and, you know, the way I would like to? Or what if I can't take care of my partner? Especially is what I'm getting here. It could be an energy of you maybe feeling quite insecure about your, you know, your career and the future of your career or your foundations here. But then we have the Queen of Rods. So this speaks to me of a Leo individual could be of importance to you. You know, some of you may have Leo in your chart, but I feel like with the Queen of Rods, despite, to me, this is speaking of, for some of you, it is a reality, but for some of you, it's a fear. So this speaks to me of, despite you feeling this way, you'll still have the energy to embody the energies of the Queen of Wands is what I'm getting. This speaks to me of still focusing on your passions. So again, some of you are not where you want to be, but you have the idea that yes, I can still get to where I want to be. You know, it's a work in progress. You know, some of you could be connecting with the Queen of Rods, someone that is very powerful, someone that is very ambitious, someone that has a lot of ideas. You could be collaborating with this individual. I get a sense for some of you, you will be embodying the energies of the Queen of Wands. There's an idea, there's a project that you're working on, and you're feeling very highly passionate despite whatever's going on at the back of your mind. You're still feeling highly passionate, highly creative. You know, maybe being passionate with your partner also, thinking about ideas, projects is what I'm getting, because there's a goal that you want to attain and you want to reach. Some of you may give yourself the deadline for August to reach this goal. And then we have service. It's orange. This is sacral chakra. You know, this speaks of creativity. Some of you are, there could be an issue around your mum is what I'm getting here. Some of you could be being of service to your mother, and this could also represent that you could feel to yourself that you're not investing in yourself, hence why we have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, and you're giving out to too much, you know, you're giving too much, out to other people, but at the same time you're still focusing on your creativity, you're still focusing on your love life is what I'm getting, because the Queen of Wands is a very passionate card. So I still feel that you are focused on your passions, you know, focus on being passionate with a partner, with a love interest, with your creativity, with your career. You have a lot of ideas, right? But this is saying as well with the service card, this is your advice card, to be of service to yourself. Yes, be of service to other people. And I feel like for some of you, you're thinking about the lack of, or the future lack of. But this is saying to be in the here and now and focus on what you can do to help yourself in the here and now, as well as what you can do to help others. You know, because there's the energy of you wanting to help others here. How can I take care of my family? Especially from speaking to a male or even a female. How can I take care of my family? How can I take care of myself? Still having the energies to do it, but fearing that it will take a long time for everything to come into fruition. But this is saying to still keep on the road of what you're doing now. You know, still be of service to other people. Some of you could be nurses. Some of you could be, you know, art therapist comes to mind. Some of you could be taking care of an elderly parent, I feel. But this is saying find ways to be creative, find ways to still maintain that fun and joy in what you do. And know that whatever you want to attain, you will receive it. I do feel the positive energy around this, though. It's not all doom and gloom for you, is what I'm seeing here, Scorpio. And this could be due to the fact that you're still, you know, experiencing happiness outside of the fact that you're fearing about your money. I know that's a bit of a contradiction, but this is what I'm picking up because these two are very bright cards. So this speaks to me of you still focusing on the positive. Yes, my life might be like this now. However, I'm going to focus on what I've got in front of me, which is a very passionate partner, a very, you know, positive life, surrounded by positive people. It makes me feel good when I serve others. You know, it makes me feel good when I receive from others, is what I'm getting. So you're focusing on the positive aspect of your situation, what you have, as opposed to what you don't have. You know, you're working towards your goals and your dreams so you don't get into the situation of being in the energies of the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, for some of you, I feel like you could be in that energy, but again, you're trying to work your way out of it, which is fantastic. Scorpio, that was your reading. I will speak to you soon. Take care. Peace out.